How's it going, guys? Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 4 of Planet With, and what an amazing turn of events. I'm not gonna lie, this episode uh, feels like it should have gone, would have been an episode that feels like it could have been like 2 or 3 episodes later, but it takes like a lot of plots really quick. One, so fuck, what's her name? Haru, if I remember her name, tries to get avenge her friend and everything. And I like that because they're putting all this emphasis on these good guys, and what's interesting is one, the fight scenes are great and like wonderfully animated, and like the art style I really enjoy. Um, but what's interesting is when they're fighting one on one, because I like how they did this. Um, like somehow our main character is able to get the upper hand and kind of like gets an advantage on her, and but then she kind of like these machines, these armors are like have, since they're apparently they're okay, so we know that they're psychics or have psychic abilities, and that's how they control these things. And so emotions work into that, and it turned into this dragon, and it's shit crazy, and then the good guys have to work with the bad guys technically, and then like what she try to save her friend and everything. But they real now. This what's cool is they see the power of the dragon, whatever that means, and they see what they're dealing with. And what I like is at the end of this episode, the red haired chick, she leaves because she kind of like figures out what's happening, and like I'm not gonna be part of this. No, fuck you. And that like I said, that's something you would have felt like you would have seen in the first like in the later episodes when people are starting to figure things out. But no, they figured it out early, and yeah, but like this, what I'm liking about the show right now and about how this episode portrayed everything was, people aren't stupid. Like that's one thing I like, that they're not like they're people are thinking. Two, they show a lot of emotional sides. Well, two, fuck it. Okay. Anyway, there's like a lot of emotion side. In the beginning of the episode, when they first beat the thing and everything, we saw what happened to our main character's new friend, his senpai, and what happened to him. He got caught up by his own dream, basically, and that's what happened. They show you this illusion, your true dreams, and yeah, some people can escape it and some people can't. His was really funny and pretty generic, and it was fun. But he's now in a daze. But like I'm glad they're doing that because it shows that these people are people with emotions, regrets. Like everyone has their backstory, and with them doing these like deep dives into defeating these things, you get to see a little bit more of the characters and learn about them really quick, and getting to know who these characters are and kind of resolve a little bit of them. Uh, it can be, for some people it might be frustrating, but for me, I'm like, since we don't have that much time to learn about these characters and there's so many of them, like the way they're doing it works really well. And how they did this episode by like, because I found it weird that our Haru, the girl who our main character is fighting, like even though she was able to like defeat the illusion and come to a conclusion, she let her like anger, her negative emotions take over, and even though she was able to like you know basically like what's the best way, get past her own negative feelings from that first illusion she defeated, she just let her anger just take over, and she turned into the dragon and everything. And then then they had to work with the maid girl and whole thing and shit. But it's great. This episode is really good. So There's probably a lot more I can talk about, but I honestly was happy, and I actually want to watch it again because one, it was really good, really good, great fight, uh, and seeing the dragon was crazy, crazy awesome. So I'm gonna end it there. Trust me, you're gonna want to watch this one. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. So the only other thing I will say was it's funny that to get a power boost they had to get this can and had to drink it, and it is like, what is a hangover? You're gonna feel it next week or tomorrow. Oh god, I hate that feeling. But it's funny and everything. That's kind of it. I'll end it there. I'll end it there. So, uh, so thanks again for watching. Until next time. See ya.